Okay. Playing a song.
Land Brewing Company, Columbus, Ohio.
Right in front, too. Just make sure to get a bunch of spittle, like all over the mic.
Keep going?
Yeah.
No, I'm good at that.
I don't see anyone on there.
That's good.
Did you like that? Were you recording that one?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh, it's saying we're live.
We're
It's me.
Land Brewing Company, Columbus, Ohio.
There we go.
It does say we're live on there. Oh, we're live.
There we go. Turn your volume down, Kayla.
Yeah. No, I'm good
Did
at
it.
that.
Ooh, that's good.
Did you like that? Were you recording that one?
Yeah.
Land Grant Brewing presents Land Grant University. Beers with the Brewers.
All right. Welcome, everybody, to the 100th episode of Land Grant University presents Beers with the Brewers. I'm Adam, one of the owners here at Land Grant. We also are on Instagram Live, so hello to everyone out there listening in. We tried doing that a couple weeks ago and could not get it to work. So hopefully it's working out there.
Hello, Da Fishy Mon.
Oh.
I think we're
hey,
on
Vinny,
it.
aren't you supposed to be working in the office? That's the fishy man. So with me this week, we got a full room, one open chair. So if someone's listening and wants to ask a question or something, we got Mark Richards on the main controls.
Yo, what's up?
Brewer Chris Helderman and brewer Justin Reik
Hello.
and Kayla Chandler back.
Hello.
Well, Keys on the road. This seat was saved for him, but he's coming back from a ski trip in Michigan, so we might be calling him in a bit later. So
We did pour him a beer, though.
I think I'm
So-
blocking Mark on the feed here.
That's all right.
Yeah.
We could pour a little on the curb for Wally.
Yeah,
Do you want to move over, Mark? You might be in there.
there you go.
You got to lean your head
Lean
in.
it back.
Lean
So
in.
this week on the 100th episode, we are talking about beer Justin brewed here, and it is called Roundtine.
Woo.
And
Why didn't you call it Ovaltine?
I don't know. I think you'll have to listen to the whole podcast to figure out the answer to that.
well,
Teaser.
you know the glass is round and the keg is round, so just call it Roundtine.
Or maybe you only needed to listen to that
Just
10
that little
second
bit. So,
snippet.
yeah, Roundtine is a chocolate milk stout on tap now at the tap room. We tapped this yesterday or a couple days ago. We're calling this a roasty, malty, chocolatey, and smooth beer. Suggested food pairings. What do you got? What do you got, Mark?
On tacos this week, we got a Choco Taco.
Choco
Choco
That'd
taco.
be delicious with this. And keeping with the theme here, if I was to get a chili, I might want to order a
Medium turkey chili.
So we might throw in. We brought the soundboard back for the 100th episode. Might be some Seinfeld references throughout the podcast, or some of our other favorites from back in the day. So there you go. I don't know. What do you guys think about this beer so far?
It reminds me of, this is going to sound weird first, but it reminds me of middle school because I used to drink a Yoo-Hoo about once a week with some grandma's cookies, and you could, this reminds me of a Yoo-Hoo, and I kind of want some grandma's cookies to go with it.
All right. I think, usually at this point, Walt gives the updates on the events, but, I think he might have had some weather coming down from Michigan, so maybe a little quick update from Walt.
It's ugly out there.
All right.
Yeah, it is too.
So
This is going to be such a rough podcast. I can tell already.
Events coming up. So Mondays in the tap room, still got Euchre. It's been full all session, right, Mark?
Yes, totally full, and keep coming out. You might get a chance to get in.
Some weeks, I think, what's 3 or 4 teams have gotten in?
That's right. Yeah, last week, though, everybody turned out, but the weeks prior, it's hard to make 11 weeks, so somebody's going to miss eventually if they don't have a sub. Try to get in, and the worst that can happen to you is you get a couple good Roundtines in you, and maybe a moon racer, and
Or a peak.
some pizza.
Yeah, pizza.
So sponsored by Cafe Napolitana this year.
All right. And then if you can't make it down on Mondays, come down on Tuesdays. We just added trivia a couple weeks back. I played it last night for the first time. It was a lot of fun. Our team got, I think it was 4th place. So
Not going to cut it.
You didn't win?
No, we second-guessed ourselves on a couple questions and had the right answer and then changed it right before submitting. So what is the smallest country in the world? Go.
Haiti?
No.
Oh, it's Liechtenstein.
No.
Oh, no, it's the Vatican.
Vatican City. There you go. Yeah.
Nailed it.
Oh, I wouldn't think it would be a country. It would be a city.
Yeah.
It is a country within a city.
Indeed.
Sounds like a district.
There you go. So yeah, a lot of fun that goes on at 7 o'clock on Tuesdays, 7 to 8:30. Kayla, anything else? We didn't have anything else written down for events, but you got anything else to highlight from an event standpoint? Or
Yeah, this Sunday, it's February 2nd, correct?
yeah,
Okay, so we are opening early. T-Bone from 97.1 The Fan is hosting a English Premier League soccer viewing party.
Ooh.
We're doing a special Bloody Mary with Ray Rays that morning while supplies last. And, of course, the Super Bowl. So there's a good opportunity for you to come pick up some of the specials that Ray Rays is offering. I know they're doing a wing special. They have their Meat Sweats box, which is perfect for sharing. And then, of course, we offer kegs and mixed 6-packs, cases.
yeah, pick up a growler Roundtine
Growler.
probably, but we didn't can Roundtine, so if you do want some Roundtine, you're gonna have to come down or just drink a Roundtine while you wait for your Ray Rays to be ready for your carryout order if you're not gonna stick around. But
I'm surprised we didn't can it. Cans around.
yeah, that's for the future, Mark.
All right.
They're more cylindrical.
Anything else, Kayla, going on?
Yeah, next Thursday we're offering a deep search flight. You can get a flight of 5 deep search variants with for $25. We have these really cool deep search enamel pens that we just got in,
They are really cool.
and you can get all of that for $25. If you just want the pens, it's $15.
What are the variants? Does anyone know, Justin?
I think we do
No
know.
idea.
It's
Are we not allowed to talk about it?
Huh?
No,
Sure.
we should.
No, we're doing. We have a list of them out here in front of me. Look at that. How convenient. So we have this year's Deep Search, which just came out a couple weeks ago. We're going to do the Bourbon Barrel Aged Deep Search, which we actually just kegged out a couple days ago, which was super exciting. We've got last year's Vintage Bourbon Barrel Aged Deep Search. And then we've got a coffee barrel-aged variant that we use coffee from our friends over at Stoff's. And then Almond Joy barrel-aged deep search, which is brewed with chocolate, coconut, and almond that I will most likely be toasting in my kitchen tomorrow.
Bet that's going to smell great.
It's going to smell great. It's going to be a long morning, but it'll be worth it.
Bit of a teaser, all you romantics out there. You might get to try another variant a little later in the month.
Oh.
Maybe.
Well, just give it to the people who listen to the podcast. Give it. You don't have to tease that. Give them the special treat.
Special treat is it's a raspberry bourbon barrel aged deep search.
That sounds
and
delicious.
vanilla. Raspberry vanilla.
Raspberry vanilla.
Wow. It's like
You're
Bay,
not gonna
is it going to be
believe it.
called Bay Search?
Ooh, look at that.
It's like the Old Bay.
Old Bay?
Old Bay.
Oh,
Like
the seasoning.
Yeah.
There you go.
There is no other seasoning in my cabinet, just Old Bay.
Luxury brand.
Yep.
Oh,
I just want to point out that
the delay.
since we're live, there are currently 9 people
Hey.
joining. And
Yeah,
I
I'm
think
watching over here, and I think the size of Adam's head is a little. It's cheating me out. I'm over here.
I think that there may be 3 Brownings watching this live feed right now.
I could see that.
It's like he's here. Got Jordan in the.
Is that that's a Jordan
That's
laugh?
Jordan's laugh. I pulled that off of the Beers with the Bartenders episode, which we had a request from. I think it was Jake and Jordan were talking about that a couple weeks ago.
To do
so
another one?
Do a Beers with the Bartenders. So we'll have to bring that back. But yeah, I was trying to use the wide angle lens so we could get the whole room, but Instagram doesn't want me to do that. So
It's an insta fail.
You get my head, Mark. You can, if you moved over to, you could be the head of the table.
I'm just going to say, I feel like I'm
Yeah.
prominently displayed in the middle of this picture. So sorry for everyone watching at home.
Oh, that
you
looks
have
good.
to see this.
Huh.
the whole
Oh, that
time.
looks good.
There it was.
Yeah.
No, I got a
Is that
face
me?
face for radio, so it's probably best you see Justin instead of me.
Well, enough about events and us talking about our podcast as we're podcasting. Tell us about the beer here, Justin.
Ooh, I get to talk about it?
Sure.
That's exciting. So let's just start off with the stats first. So it is about 5.5 or 5.48% alcohol, how we have it listed on the
rounding.
sheet. About 23 IBUs, so it's going to come in a little super balanced. The only hop that we use in this is Old American grown Goldings. We've got our silo malt, malted oats that we actually double milled, so it's given it a little bit more body. Then we also have 120 Lovabond caramel malt, chocolate rye, pale chocolate malt, lactose, and then a fun ingredient that I like to play around with in the back every now and then. It's a pure liquid cacao called Cholaca. Super tasty. So that's where it gets its very, very chocolatey taste to it.
I'm pretty sure it's just Yoo-Hoo it's
It
like
looks-
5 gallons of Yoo-Hoo.
It looks like Yoo-Hoo, but it's unsweetened. Yeah, as far as tasting notes go, super, super chocolatey. You're going to get a little bit of like roasty coffee notes up front. There's almost like a little hint of dark fruit, like a black cherry or something like that, that you're getting from that caramel malt, but it's not too much. But then it just kind of goes right into this super milk chocolate finish. It just tastes like candy, pretty much.
Yeah, it's very the finish on it. It's almost like a malted milk ball, like a Whopper.
Mm-hmm.
Very smooth, clean finish.
Jackie Kimball says that she needs it.
She needs
Well,
it.
come on down, Jackie.
Come on in.
Is
Come on
she
down to
on?
the tap room.
Is she on the Instagrams?
She's on the grams. She popped in and grabbed some Sun Grant last week.
You know,
really?
Yeah,
as I was
day it came out.
just looking right there, you can have someone else join your live. We might be able to get Walt on the overall live feed, but
I just tried to get on.
Yeah,
I just
wasn't
tried to
gonna
get
allow
on.
that, so. Just move your chair. Just move your chair a little bit over to the head of the table, and you'd be perfectly in the shot.
Oh,
There you go. So, yeah, dark brown appearance. Definitely, I would say, is this, would you call this hazy for all those folks over there, out there?
I
not
don't
hazy.
think I would call
No.
it hazy at all.
You
That's
know-
the cool thing about the Cholaca. Instead of using like a cocoa powder, it drops out completely.
Yeah, you
So
actually,
it's-
yeah.
You
can
get
see
all the
through that.
flavor of it, but you don't end up with that like kind of chalky look to it.
You
All
know,
the flavor, none of the mess.
you know what
There you go.
Hajir always says.
Hazy is crazy.
Yep. So,
Got him.
anyway.
Such an infectious laugh.
Yeah, I really dig this beer. I think this turned out fantastic. It's, I think we're 10 minutes in, maybe a little longer. I don't know where your count is, Mark, but I probably could have finished this already. Let's see, Justin, yours
I'm
is.
close.
I'm
yours is
having to
pretty low.
nurse mine because I don't like.
You want a beer
I
for the
want
whole
more.
time. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that gets us to one point and a question that we have for everyone here. How crushable is it?
Where did that soundbite come from?
This
Here.
tap room.
Did we made that?
Yeah, we
Okay, then-
gang chanted
You weren't
it,
here that day?
grabbed a
Yeah.
bunch of people from
I
the
don't think I
tap
was.
room.
Like it was a Saturday night and the entire
Customers and-
no, I'm just kidding.
I got the whole beer garden.
just asked the
involved.
question. Yeah,
Yeah,
just everyone
customers
yelled
and
out.
employees. Anybody wants to get in here and yell. That was it.
Yep,
That's
that's
funny.
what we did.
Pro tip.
So, how crushable is it?
Oh,
Kay-
I'm not starting. That's
Kayla.
too much pressure.
I refuse to start.
Oh,
6.
boy.
Kayla-
You're
Kayla-
going 6 crush, all right.
So-
5.48.
Who went 6?
Chris over here.
So
Whoa.
I will say I have not had tried to have a second or third one of these. With it being such rich flavor, that could get in the way. But at this point, I don't see that happening.
Well, that's why you get that medium turkey chili in there to kind of just change up the flavor profile in your mouth a little bit, so you don't get fatigued of the chocolate.
It's true.
Kayla, you're safe to answer now. I don't think you can.
6.
Yeah.
6 crusher. Wow, 2 6s.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that.
Kayla doesn't want to go first because she doesn't want anybody to think she's a lush if she overestimates.
Well, I think
Well, it's 5.5 too. I mean, it's not like it's a
yeah.
9.5 beer. You're
And you shamed me quite a bit.
That's not true. Well, it did shock me.
Well, I do have to say, if this is your first time listening to the podcast, we're talking about crushability. You are in a place that you either have an Uber or Lyft. You're crushing responsibly. So,
That's right.
And the idea is, you're watching the Super Bowl. Let's say we canned this. That's a 4-hour game, 6-hour game. I don't know, probably 6-hour game.
with ads, maybe
With
8.
that, yeah.
it's
So
like 14 probably.
Yeah.
during that session, could you finish the 6-pack based on drinkability, but also taking that responsibly? We always do take the ABV, and I think, as we said, 5.48%. That's pretty
low.
good 6 crusher.
Yeah.
So, Mark,
I'll probably go 3 on this.
3?
I think I'd want to mix it up, get a Moon Racer, Pilsner in the middle of these. But yeah, my brother will love this beer. He loves chocolate beers. It's pretty drinkable for being
It is.
something that you could think, oh, that's going to be really sweet and too much, but it's actually not. Kind of reminds me of Young's Double Chocolate Stout from back in the day.
Which
good.
you can still find at grocery
still
stores.
get it.
Yeah,
That's
but
right.
Grocery
Still
stores
the day.
everywhere.
It's
Still the
generally
day.
8 months old, sitting on the shelf.
Well, Justin.
I'm gonna do the copy mark technique like I did last time, and I'm also gonna go with 3.
Look at that. Drinking
So
buddies.
we'll split a 6-pack together.
I think this is almost like an untapped rating type deal, because could you drink 6 of these? I think it starts out, it feels like almost like there's a thin body there, and then it builds as you drink through the beer. So it and as chocolatey it is, that malty finish kind of cleanses it a little bit. So I could be argued into a higher crushability, but I think I'd go a 4. I think I could easily have 4 with that, because I could see getting chocolate fatigue from that and wanting a peak lager.
You're gonna end up like that kid from Willy Wonka taking a dip in the chocolate river.
Augustus.
Yeah,
Just like that. So was that a soundbite?
it is now.
It is.
That wasn't on the soundboard. So yeah. So Mark, you got that math.
I'm not doing math. You're the one with
So
the abacus
3,
down there.
3,
What did
6,
Kayla
6,
cash
4.
in
6
at?
plus 6 plus 6.
You're a 6?
Plus
You did
I'm
6
still
Adam?
6,
4
but
Girl, don't
equals
play.
22, and there are 5 of us here.
It's a 4.2.
Yeah.
4.4.
Is that
4.4.
Jordan that just asked that question?
No.
that's Jeremy.
We got to round down to a 4 because Walt won't be having that when it hits the website.
Yeah, he hasn't figured out that as much. So, all right, I do have a question here. Let's say you're down here at the tap room, 424 West Town Street. You're here Thursday through Sunday. Maybe you're waiting for your Ray Rays to go. Maybe you want a little bite of Ray Rays while you're enjoying a Roundtine. What would you guys have from Ray Rays to pair with this?
So I have 2 meals, and by meals I mean half meals that I normally get here. If I'm going to go, I normally get fries and hot link chopped up. And then if I'm staying here, I normally get fries and some brisket thrown on top of that. And I think I'd go fries with some brisket. I think you're gonna need that. I don't know. I think the brisket's gonna pair well with all that chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
I would go with a side of beans.
Beans.
Yep, that's what I was going to say.
Beans would be good
It's a
with
good
this.
call.
I think we're doing baby backs. We're going to do the sweet sauce
Okay.
and a side of beans. Just because you're already breaking your New Year's resolution, why
There
not?
are no New Year's resolutions.
Just jump all in.
The gyms are empty already. They emptied
they?
out January 25th. Nobody's going to the gym on.
That's what was it? California Fitness that hooks you in with pizza on like Fridays. They're probably still busy.
it's
Oh,
Planet
that's
Fitness.
that's a good idea.
And that's
Interesting.
Planet Fitness.
I think so.
It's
Or
the only
LA
way to
LA
get you to keep
Fitness.
going to the
LA,
gym.
who knows?
Yeah, that's a
I
good
don't go to-
idea.
I don't go to gyms.
We've got some feedback from a listener.
Feedback.
What's feedback say?
614 Beer Cats recommends brisket, fries, and greens.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Now I'm thinking I might want some coleslaw with this. The creaminess of the coleslaw might go. So I'm gonna go with the. You know what? What about a? You got the Hajir special, which is the chicken with the coleslaw on top of fries.
That's a 100% true story.
You
That's
got
a
the-
really good special.
You got the Vinny special, which is the Carolina chopped pork with the coleslaw on top of fries. What if?
That
what
is
if you-
debatable. That's a 50% accuracy because he stole that from Chris. I'm the one that's going to make
it's all
him
about
up.
marketing. I mean,
it is the Vinny special.
I mean, people. Hydrox came out before Oreo, but no one's caring about Hydrox. It's how you market
one
it.
cares.
So, anyway,
I'm just trying to tell the truth.
What if we
Gotta
throw
get the
some?
truth told.
What if we throw some brisket in there? And on the fries with some coleslaw. I mean, that sounds sacrilegious as
I mean,
someone
at that
yeah.
point, why aren't we just doing a meat sweats box with this?
Oh, that would
You're
probably
already
be
halfway
great.
Can't go
there.
wrong there.
Oh, Vinny, are you here? Are you here to
Oh,
defend
Vinny.
yourself?
Vinny, we got a beer for you
Oh,
here. Too.
Adam,
oh,
turn that mic on.
okay.
I wanna
God,
settle this argument
we got,
right here
we got
now.
a little bit of a debate here.
I will say I do not have an Instagram, but seeing that there's an Instagram handle called 614 Beer Cats, I think that is almost enough to sway me to get one.
There you
Yeah,
go.
those of you on Instagram Live can't see Vinny, but poke your head around Adam's head.
Yeah, just go move your head in the center of the table there. I
Just
imagine.
stand
Yeah.
right
Right
here.
here.
Whoa.
Coming in hot.
Whoa.
buddy.
Oh, boy.
I can't
Buddy,
do that.
Got
you're
him.
aggressive.
Look,
All
let's
right.
just settle the debate over the special once and for all.
I'm
It's
ready for
It's
this.
Hajir's recipe.
No, Hajir's,
And I ordered it a couple times,
Hajir's
and then
is
they
a
just
chicken.
started calling it the Vinny
No,
special.
No,
Hajir's the chicken.
Hajir's is a chicken. You're not chicken.
No, that's I am.
So now you're sandbagging on Hajir's
Yeah, he's chicken.
special too.
No, I literally just
I thought
ordered
you
it.
were the. I thought you were the brisket.
Carolina.
Oh, man.
No,
Not
it's
the
Carolina
brisket.
chopped
Carolina
pork.
chopped pork. That's
Carolina
right.
chopped pork.
That's not me.
Adam, are you giving a shout out to the gentleman from
I've settled
Reddit
it.
last week?
Oh yeah.
We're done.
Well, we're getting there. We're
Okay,
getting
that's at the
there.
end.
Yeah.
Good night,
All
everyone.
right.
Yeah.
You're
All
leaving
right.
already?
Vinny's leaving.
Bye, Vinny.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Vincent Valentino.
Mark, you were supposed to put that on the notes?
Hey, you didn't put it on there, Mark.
Oh yeah, I thought that you were responsible for that portion of the
Oh,
notes.
jeez. It's a lot of pressure.
Yeah. Yeah, that's all right. Look it up while we're.
Why don't you call Walt? Let's get Walt on the
Oh
line.
yeah, calling Walt now.
Oh boy. All right. Yeah. No, we do want to give a shout out to, I believe it was I Hate Jake and Zach.
From Grove City, is that correct?
I'm not entirely sure.
I think
He
that's
was.
what he
That's
said.
what
Yeah.
he said. He said
Yeah.
from
Pretty
Grove
sure.
City.
So he posted a misconnection. It's a good read. It's very hilarious.
hilarious
So you can go to the Columbus subreddit. That's reddit.com/r/Columbus, and you can search. Reddit search is much better than it used to be. But search for misconnection. It's an ode to the lock pick guy by I Hate Jake and Zach, and talks about every morning before 7:30 our paths meet. I'll invariably be listening to the Land Grant podcast ramble on about yet another crushable IPA. When I see you in your big boxy van, it goes on and on. This week we're talking about a nice smooth creamy chocolate milk stout.
All right, we got Walt.
Shout
we
out,
got Walt.
Shout out to I Hate Jake and Zach. You didn't ask a question directly to us, but come on down to the Land Grant Tap Room, and we'll hook you up with a T-shirt for being a loyal listener. And we'll have to figure out some sort of proof. Gonna have a lot of people coming down, so Yeah, I think we got Walt Keys here on the line. If Mark knows how to
We do.
use
It's
a phone.
kind of weird.
Here, Mark.
You
Give
can put it on
give me
that
here.
loud
Bring the
microphone.
phone over here.
No, it's not working.
No, bring the phone over here. I got it.
It's not working that way.
What?
Hold on.
Oh, jeez. We got dead air.
We lost him.
Okay, groomer.
Well, it went to my laptop.
No,
It's
that's where you
stupid.
want it. You want it to go to your laptop.
Get out of here.
Yeah, because then you put the mic right on the speaker on the laptop.
All right.
This reminds me of like any course.
He's calling back in.
College, where you're just sitting there waiting for
Just
the
waiting.
teacher to figure out how to use the.
Oh, wait a
projector.
second. I don't know
All
how
right,
to
Walt,
use the
are you
overhead.
back?
Hello, it's me, Walt Keys.
There's a spot on.
We got him.
Was that a Muppet?
No, that's how he sounds.
All right, Walt, we got you. Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, I can hear you fine. I can't hear
Oh,
anyone else.
yeah, there we go. There's Walt Keys.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to hear anybody but me.
Walt Keys in the phone.
All right, well, then you say whatever I need to hear.
Hi, Walt.
Tell him he's on Instagram Live, too.
Yeah, you're also on Instagram Live.
Oh, it's Instagram Live, huh? Cool.
This guy thinks we're gonna edit it out.
100th episode, right?
100th episode.
Walt, tell everybody where you are.
He can't hear you.
Where are you, Walt?
I'm here. No one's saying anything. I can't hear it. Tell if you can hear me or not.
Yeah, it's hard because we really can't get you in with
You want me to
everyone.
just start talking?
Well, Mark's not doing his job in relaying information. That's the
Yeah.
real problem.
Well,
Go for it.
It's
Well.
a game of telephone, literally. But Walt, how's it going up there? What kind of beers did you drink in Michigan? Just give us all the deets right now. We're going to turn it over to you.
All right, I'm currently driving through Findlay, Ohio, Flag City, USA.
Love Finley.
Hey, home of Ben Roethlisberger.
And on my way back from northern Michigan, I had some good beer up there, notably the Wheeze in the Juice, which is a nice IPA from, I think, like Grand Armory Brewing, I think is the name of it. It was very good.
So dank.
Oh,
And,
yeah.
yeah. It's the 100th episode, right?
That's right.
So thanks for making it down for it,
You
Walt.
guys.
You got a question from a listener? Question from Walt?
Yeah, 'cause I'm a long-time listener, first-time caller. And
I don't even think
my
Walt
question
listens to this
is-
podcast.
He
My question
listens
is how-
while it's recorded.
my question is that of the first 100 episodes of Beers with the Brewers, which episode was your favorite?
Oh,
I'll
God.
go first.
Okay.
My favorite episode was when we had General Farrader on to talk about Four Pillars, our beer we did with its memorial. And I think I'll hang up and listen to the answer.
All right,
It was
Walt.
so
are you-
good to hear you, Walt.
Are you driving right now?
I'm driving, yeah.
Oh, boy.
One hand on a wheel, one on a phone. I
Get
like
off the
this.
phone. Get off
Are you
the
at least
phone.
Yeah, yeah.
Bluetoothed in?
I'm at about 7 o'clock on the wheel, and I am now I'm talking on it like a old-fashioned telephone.
That's awesome.
Car phone? He's on a car phone,
'cause
folks.
the kids are being quiet in the back, and I don't want to disturb that too
Well, make
much.
them loud. Tell Margot and Junebug I said what's up.
Yeah, we'll do. All right, I'll see you guys. See you guys tomorrow.
All right, safe travels,
Yeah,
Wally.
safe travels.
Congratulations on 100 episodes.
No, that's nice.
Congratulations to you. Yeah. Cheers.
Thanks for
All right,
repping.
bye.
That's what we say.
Yeah. Thanks, Walt. There we go. Walt Keys. So,
All right, it's Walt the
Favorite
Keys.
episode? Is that the
Yeah.
question? Adam, you go. I think that's more directed at.
I don't necessarily.
I'd have to look at the list.
I'd have to go back. I think I used to do some of the editing on the episodes. I think the second Quadra-Hopic, it was fun because essentially Quadra-Hopic has the same base beer and we change up the hops, and to hear same alcohol, to hear the change, the drastic change in the crushability. We did a little jump back in history. I think to kind of give everyone who might have came in at episode 70 or so, this started as kind of an internal training tool here where we would used to sit around in the room and the brewers would talk about, we'd all drink, salespeople, everyone else, drink the beers and talk about it. And what ended up happening is salespeople should be at accounts and driving around town, so it was harder for them to get to the brewery to hear all that information. So let's put a podcast together, and then we realized, well, maybe other people would be interested in learning about the beer, and then also we could talk about other stuff going on at the brewery. So it's crazy, 100 episodes.
I feel like some of the first episodes were, for all I know, it could have been me just going, well, the ABV on this beer is 5.48. We use these hops, this malt. This is the flavors you should be getting out of it. And it was very dry. And I'm glad that we kind of revamped it and we talk about more things, more jokes going on.
There was a lot more reading. I think there was like almost a script because we've already tackled a lot of the history and a lot of the beers, so we don't. It would be fun to go back into that a lot, but a lot of that was just like, and this beer was founded in Europe in 1924.
The history of IPAs.
Yeah, so
I remember one of the first podcasts that I was on. This was like early on. I was in the middle of talking about history, and I just look over, and everyone is on their phone, not paying attention. I'm just like, we look so bored right now talking about this. Why are we even doing it? So
Kind of over here on my phone right now.
I noticed that afterward.
Yeah.
But I'm looking through episodes. I'm trying to see
What your
don't
favorite
know.
is?
I think anytime we have a guest, I like to have a guest. I mean, we listen to ourselves every week, and
how about when Dan Eaton from Columbus Business First was on, and then you decided to forget to you didn't plug it in?
absolutely not my favorite episode.
Or it got deleted.
No fault to Dan Eaton. I'll
And
bet
then-
it was great.
Then
but
Walt played Dan Eaton in part 2.
that's right.
That is a thing that happened.
I had a head cold that day. I came in only to record Beers with the Brewers, and I think in a NyQuil-induced stupor, I just forgot to plug into the board, so everything was just recorded through the laptop internal microphone, which fail. What do you do?
So what'd you do?
We
Pre-recorded.
re-recorded the podcast the next day, and Walt played Dan Eaton. He played the part of
how
Dan
was
Eaton.
Walt's Dan impression?
It was spot on. It was uncandied.
Yeah.
I do have to say, I think one of the best episodes, too, from a guest was David Babner from the M3S Sports.
Dude
the
knows
half
about
marathon.
racing.
That was
I'll tell
it.
you that.
That was a really good, really good guest, and they
Great
have their
guest.
own podcast now. So
Shout out.
check out M3S Sports podcast. Kayla, what about you? What do you think?
I really liked the Beers with the Bartenders episode.
Yep.
Yeah, that
You
might
would.
be episode 101. We might want to look into that. Get some bartenders down here. Might have to change up the time.
Yeah.
Get some folks down here.
It's where you learn about all those new beer names like Irby, Suburby, which is still my favorite. Got my Son of a Mutter shirt on today, and Son of a Murderer very often ordered. So, yeah.
Son of a mutter, why is it raining? You won anyway.
Yeah, that's
Look at that. I thought Walt was off this
that's
week.
from,
I don't even see him in the room.
It's from the Son of a Mutter episode.
I think my favorite is quadrophobic. People scared of fours. I think it's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's good.
Who I can't remember the Facebook user's name. Maybe it was an Instagram user. But I just want to give them a shout out who referenced the fact that we could not be Oval Brewing Company.
Oh, that was Zach Hinkle, actually.
There you go.
Who's going to be, you might find him doing some tours.
He makes his debut on February 6th, 3 o'clock.
Whoa.
There you go.
Tickets are going fast.
Tickets are going fast. And then shout out to our friend from the College of Optometry that sent in the question, came to claim his shirt this week.
Yeah,
and,
I got to meet him a couple days ago.
So we next week on Beers with the Brewers, I think we're going to be talking about Concentrate 201. Is that accurate?
That is a true story. Concentrate 201.
Well, we might have to invite some bartenders on for that. If you are down at the tap room, grab yourself the experimental hazy. I think it's 120 is how it's listed. That is the
Super good.
yeah. That's the
Sneak
pilot version of
preview.
Concentrate. I think this is going to be my favorite version of Concentrate. It's a
I would
little
agree.
little more hop kick to it, maybe.
Pretty good.
So
Yeah, for you vegetarians out there, I had one last night in a can with a cheese pizza.
That's a classic.
It's not even in the can yet.
That's a classic. That's a
It's
classic.
not even in the can yet.
Well, yeah, thanks everyone for joining us here if you're on Instagram Live, all 9 of you or so.
Seven.
Seven who stuck around. This is fun. We might have to try to do this again. 100 episodes. Maybe we'll have a clip show. But yeah, thanks. Come on down. Get your Super Bowl. Get your 6-packs. Get your kegs. Get your wings from Ray Ray's. Thanks, everyone. Cheers.
Yeah. Peace out. J-Lo halftime.
Bye, everyone.
All right.
Loving Mark
Loving
is easy
Justin.
because you're beautiful.
Justin, my drinking buddy. 3,